is Eric McLaughlin. I'm an area engineer in District 9.
Tom Lambert, I work for Shelly Company, area manager, District 9.
My name is Levi Munn, and I am the project engineer.
My name is Jeff McCormick. I've been with the Shelly Company for 24 years. I am a construction foreman.
My name's Chad Mitten. I'm the project manager for Shelly Company of the Southern Division and was project manager on the Adam 73 project.
My name's Mick Foster. I was a project inspector of HT4 with ODOT.
My name is Mark Branscombe. I work for GE Peebles Test Operation. I'm the infrastructure leader here.
The award date for the project was March 2019, and our substantial work complete date was November 6, 2019. This project was a $2.7 million project. The scope of this project was to widen the westbound lane of State Route 73 from Jaybird Road to State Route 32. GE facility down Jaybird Road needed to have the road widened to accommodate a new engine type that they were going to be testing there.
What makes this engine unique is it's the world's largest jet engine, which the fan is 12 foot in diameter, so it takes up most of the roads. It leaves Peebles and travels to Seattle, Washington. We were involved from a weekly meeting standpoint, and not one time did we have to talk about safety issues or talk about moving the completion date out or the quality of the project.
It was important to have GE involved in the partnering process from the beginning, because not only were we widening the road to accommodate the wider shipments that they were going to have, but they still had shipments that were actively coming in and out. A constant line of communication definitely helped us to avoid impacting each other in a negative way.
I got phone calls at least every 2 weeks, it seemed like, from whether it was our district deputy director Mike Dombrowski or our CPA Chris Pridemore or the DCE Paul Moravy saying, hey, are we going to make it? And I kept telling them, we're going to make it. The schedule updates are showing we're going to make it. Of course, right after I got off the phone, I was calling Tom Lambert saying, hey, are we going to make it?
Stakeholders on the project, initially into the project, would have been the Adams County engineer was utilizing one of their roads for our local detour in phase 1. Adams County Water was a stakeholder. They had a water line going through the project. We had to encounter that in a place or two, work with them to be able to move that line and to keep going.
You know, when the water line was hit, we notified the water company and they had a timely response. I mean, it didn't really delay the work any.
We also had to work with the AEP subcontractors who were doing a transmission line construction that pretty well overlapped the entire length of our project. The area of the project also runs right in the middle of a limestone quarry on either side of the road, and there's actually an overhead conveyor that goes over State Route 73. So it was important for us to maintain contact with the quarry and make sure that we weren't going to impact their work at all.
Early on, MOT on the project, our construction bid team along with our construction team had concerns with the length of barrier wall in phase 1. General public driving the wrong way on a new detour was a big deal with us.
Shelly approached us with the idea of shortening those lengths of barrier wall down and maintaining the rest of the closed lane with barrels that could be moved to accommodate EMS or wide loads, and then just leapfrog the barrier wall sections as they made their way down the road.
ODOT was very accommodating to that, along with GE having an area to get off the road if they needed to get off the road.
Throughout the length of that first phase, we were continually reevaluating how effective the traffic control was and what we needed to do to make sure it was safe for the traveling public.
The Waterway Permit with us and ODOT ended up being a pretty big deal there about mid-stride through the season.
The Office of Environmental Services was going around to projects in District 9, and over the course of their visit, it was discovered that our Waterway Permit was only permitted to cover the box extensions up to where the box or the culvert ended, and in order to complete the work, we had to make it some impacts a little bit further out. So then we had to work with Shelly and then work with Office of Environmental Services and the Corps of Engineers to reapply for an updated waterway permit.
While we was extending the culverts, there was 2 culverts that was on askew, and once we figured that out through our layout, we had to sit down with ODOT and explain to them that they was not going to join together properly, so we had to come up with a plan on how to make them work without disturbing the stream areas.
We worked with ODOT to come up with a solution to do a closure pour with those, end up working out real good. Once we'd ordered our boxes, they were built as per plan, but in the field we had come to a couple of the boxes of the skew was not a 90 as it said in the plans. And we had another box that was a 3-sided instead of 4, so there was a problem with the connection on that. We worked with ODOT to come up with a solution to do a closure pour with those, end up working out real good.
We were selected to be District 9's pilot project for the new centerline rumble stripe spec. We let Shelly know that we were selected as the pilot project. They worked with us to work that into their existing schedule and ended up not causing any delays, having that additional work added in.
I think any contractor going into a project should think of partnering and not just be signing your name on that sheet of paper when you're at the pre-con. Everybody has the common goal at the end of the day. I mean, everybody wants a quality project, everybody wants a safe project.
Contractors that don't use partnering, this is a typical project. It would have definitely moved this project into the next construction season. There's no way we'd have completed it on time.
I want to say thanks to ODOT and Shelly Company. They were great partners throughout this project, and the quality of the project looks fantastic.
This project was very rewarding. The ultimate goal of this project was to accommodate GE getting their wide loads up to State Route 32, which in turn impacted jobs in Adams County and real lives ultimately.